Hi everyone. Well, obviously it's another day and we're going to see if this glue and clamps have done the trick. So slowly but surely, let's get these clamps off. Start with the easy ones. Right, now the nerve-wracking bit. Will this have stuck? Is the bag stuck? Okay. Hey, there we go. It didn't stick. This one. The O's. The O's out of the way. Right, this is the one. Will it fall or will it stay? I'm going to have to leave it without the bag. It's still a bit wet, this glue. But looking at it, I think this is going to turn out okay. Got a bit on the back, I'll just show you. You can just see there. That bit there is where the crack is. So I might have to do a bit of filling in with that, with the red pen, so that it disappears. But yeah, I'm going to leave this now. Let all this glue, as you see, it's still wet. I'm going to leave it, let it dry, and then we'll come back to it and remove the excess glue. But I'm not going to try and do that until it's completely dry. Quite a bit of glue in there. See if I can find something to get it out with. But I don't want all that in there. And take that out. I'll never get to the truss rod. So scrape all right. Where it's easy to remove. Cloth. Coming out quite easily, thankfully. Let's get a big edge on there. Try and get some of the liquidy stuff out. That's a lot better. And get some more. Start done. Right, what I'm thinking, if I've got one, is try and move that truss rod, just so it doesn't stick in place. That going in, just like it has. Right, let's hope it don't break it all apart. And then move it back. And then move it back. There we go. Just whittle it around a bit. And that'll do. Truss stud moves. Right. Some chunky bits of glue, but it comes off quite easily. When I get the isopropyl alcohol on it, hopefully that'll dissolve the glue. But it's coming off quite easy. If we had nails, it'd be so much easier. But I don't have nails. But yeah, it's coming off quite easy. But I don't want to keep messing around with it because it still needs to fully set. You got a little dink here that needs to be fixed. And that one's okay. There. No. Yeah, it's just that piece there. So I'll put some super glue in there and let it set and then sand it. And it's getting there. And the best thing is, it hasn't fallen off. And it will end up looking good once it's finished, which is the main thing. See if I can scrape some of this glue off that's not needed. It's just less to take off later. There we go. Oh, it's looking a lot better. It's by taking that chunk off. Oh, let's get a bit more off and then I can show you guys. It's very hard to get off when you've got nails. Going off in little slivers. Still trying to get off. There we go. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. The way that's turned out, it's very tight. There's no big gaps. I was worried that it might have moved when I was clamping, but it seems to have clamped up very good. You can just see where it is. It's there. That bit there is just glue remnants. and then where it's joined on the headstock, the two lines, might have to sand that and paint it. Well, not paint, but use the red pen to get rid of the lines. We shall see. Just wondering if removing the excess glue does anything, but I don't want to push my luck and ruin it. But I'm going to put the isopropyl alcohol because the glue in the areas that it needs to be glued is set. It's just the excess. Let's give it a go. See if we can get this glue off. A bit stripped down there as well. Get off. Oh, it's quite easy. It comes off very easily. Let's have a cloth. See what this does. Hopefully it doesn't melt all the glue and it falls off. Just use a tiny bit. In case you're wondering, it's isopropyl alcohol, 99.9% pure. See that? There we go. This should, by rights, remove the excess quite easily, but we shall see. It seems to be doing it, but doing it very slowly, which is probably a good thing. There's a bit that it needs. It's going to need a bit of red. So propyl alcohol doesn't damage the wood of a guitar, because I've only ever used it on cars, which is quite fine to use on cars, so I'm hoping it's okay for this. We shall see. If it falls to bits and rots in front of me, I'll be quite upset. But I can't think of anything else that I've got that could do this. So I'll just have to wing it, as they say. Come on, off you come. Like I said, it's not quick, but it is getting it off. And do we really want something that's very evasive? I don't think we do. One time I'm going to do my nails and I ain't kind of typical. Yeah, there's a fur chunk. Let's get that off. Get some more stuff on the glove. And there we go. There, now you can see a lot better what we're looking at. Make sure I've got it all off. A little bit there that doesn't seem to want to come off. Or is it a dink? Could be a dink. That's good enough. We might get any better than that. Get a dry one. So I had the glue on, great. If I had more closer than that. Well, make do as they say. Bit of glue in there. Come on, here you come. Check it, make sure I've got it all. Yep, that needs removing from that. I need something mechanical. Something. There we go. Gotcha. Right, that's the glue all off. I'll just show you what it looks like. And now you can see. Make that out the way. And there you go. In fact, it's very dark. I'm going to put the light on. better chance of seeing. There you go. See the lines, 2 lines? I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get rid of them completely. But, so I'm paint this way, get a bit more light that way. There. See all the white bits? All that's got to be coloured in. Which I'm going to try and do now. With the V7 iTech Point Pilot red pen. So we'll see if it does it. Hopefully it will. I'm literally just colouring in anything that stands out. Now this is going to take more than one amount. It's going to take probably 2 or 3 goes with this pen, because some of it's quite deep. But once it's coloured in with the red pen, and we put the super glue on after it, that should be enough. See, the first coat is very, very light. And the more you put in, the darker it'll go, obviously. I mean, all the very tight lines that are very thin, it's doing very well at covering it up. But there are some deeper, wider parts. But no problem, it'll all get filled in. We've just got to try and get it to be red. So that when you put the super glue on, it doesn't show any white through. There is no white, it's all red. It'll look good and not horrible. But yeah, just take your time and just fill them gaps with the red ink. And there's one there now that's I really won't need to put any more in, but there's a lot that's going to need another coat at least. Now I'm going to try and do these ones, but don't think it's going to work. But I'll try. Don't have been trying, as they say. So let's just try. Try our best. Right, I'm going to colour these in as well, where the tuners go. Got some bits showing. I know it's not going to be showing once the tuners go back on, but who wants Burma was showing. There we go. It's not like I'm not going to think. There's plenty. Right, I'm going to leave that for 10 minutes or so and then come back to it. We'll see what it looks like once it's all coloured in. See you in a bit. Okay guys, I'm back. Off camera I've done about 5 more coats with this pen, trying to get it to go dark. It's done a fair bit, you know, we've managed to get a little bit darker, but as I'm not looking for perfection, because it's going to be my guitar in the end, all I'm bothered about is that it doesn't look absolutely rubbish and that it actually stays where it's supposed to and doesn't snap off again. So I'm going to go a little bit more with the pen just to try and get that a little bit darker so we can get on to the gluing part. And I've noticed that instead of going all the way along and trying to colour it all in quick, just stay in one spot, try and really get the ink in, because that way it goes darker a lot quicker. Just keep plodding away, putting that ink in. And eventually it will start to go dark. It's not a quick thing, not something you can do in 5 minutes. Just keep plodding on. And eventually you'll go, yeah, I'm happy with that. When you get to that stage, that's when you can get to the good bit, gluing it up. Filling all them gaps in with the glue. I'm going to bring you a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing, and then hopefully you'll be able to have a go yourself if you need to. So let's have a see if we can see what I'm looking at. Get you to there, and there you can see. I'm just filling in, trying to get that as dark as I can. A little bit of a divot there, but it doesn't matter, it's gone dark. When the super glue goes in, it'll be fine. It'll fill that up, no problem. You just keep going at it. Keep going at it. Eventually, it'll be dark enough that you won't see it when the glue's gone in. It does take some doing. Just keep going. Putting more ink in. Putting more ink in. I mean, you've got little tight gaps like this. It doesn't really take much to fill. And it goes dark pretty quick. But when you get gaps like this, that just want to show white all the time, you've really got to put that ink in. And eventually you'll get it dark enough. This is the widest part right here, so I just need to get as much as I can into there. Really try and get that ink into those gaps. Try and darken it as much as I can. Go different directions as well, because you're scraping against wood. So you want to try and get the ink on all directions. It is getting darker. Now these 2 lines up here, just put a bit more in. And I didn't think I'd get rid of these lines, but they're a lot better than they were. But we'll see once we get to the gluing part. It's kind of raised, but once the glue goes in, it'll all level it out. Or at least that's what I'm hoping it'll do. Put a bit more in there. Really try and get it dark. Because if it's not dark, it's going to stand up like a sore thumb, which is what we don't want. But well, as it's going to be my guitar, it's not the end of the world if that's how it ends up. But that's as much as I'm going to do with the pen, because it doesn't seem to be getting any darker now. I think it must be just the colour of the pen. Maybe I should have got a darker pen. But that's it. That's me done with the pen. Just a couple of little bits there. There you go. Done. Put you back where you were. And you can see me. Oh, there you go. Right. So I'm going to give that a minute to dry off a bit. Get the glue ready. And I'm going to start with the gluing. And hopefully this is going to work, because I have seen someone else, another YouTuber. I call myself a YouTuber, I'm not even a YouTuber. What the hell am I on about? I've only done a couple of videos. Anyway, I've seen a YouTuber that's done the same thing with the pen. I can't remember his name. I'll have an overlook, see if I can find his video, and if I can, I'll mention him in the description. And go and look at his video, because he's probably done a much better video than me, because I'm just an average Joe trying to do what he can. So anyway, let's get this gluing done. Let's see if it works. I'm hoping it does. Well, it's been a lot of effort for nothing. There we go. Get that glue in there. And just dab it in. Dab it in. Put a bit more in there. Dab it in. Dab that in. Keep dabbing it in. Amazing stuff, glue. Especially the super glue. It can fill all the cracks and everything else. Just brilliant stuff. And it will suddenly look a lot better. Well, I'm hoping it does. That's quite a deep gap right there. So I can see I'm going to have to put a fair few coats of this glue. Whereas like the other guy, he had much thinner gaps, and therefore it didn't take nowhere near as much to fill. Which one's up there? Is that one? Now I'll get rid of the glue. Use the old cloth with the isopropyl on it. That gets rid of it. I don't know why, but it's turned like a funny orangey brown colour, so not great. Maybe I didn't wait long enough for the ink to dry. But not the end of the world. As long as it's nice and smooth and it doesn't break, that's all that matters. Not taking the ink off my hand. No, it'll come off eventually. Not the end of the world. Let that dry for a bit and I'll get back to you.